Okay, I didn't video putting the transmission on, but I set the transmission on that car ramp so it's off the ground. And I put a come along under so I could adjust yay and yaw, I guess. And I got it to slide together, bolted on. The only thing I didn't do, and I'll say, I kept moving the shaft, trying to get it to line up for my throw bearing. And it slid right together so nice. I said, oh, I got it. So I put in a bunch of bolts and went to put this on, and the shaft wouldn't turn. And I'm like, what the heck? And so I hooked the crane up and got to lift it up in the air. And here I hadn't turned it enough, and the fingers were catching in the holes in the pressure plate. So just a heads up, if you guys go to do that, watch out for that. Make sure you get that turned enough when you put it together. That was the only obstacle I ran in. I did put the cartridge. That's all your springs and everything. That's how you adjust your high speed and idle and everything right there. I did not adjust nothing. I got to read the books, but I just want to get stuff kind of buttoned up here and closed up. We had rain, and I just want to get everything cleaned up and in place. So, that was the original on this truck, that front housing. So I wonder if it's got the right part number or if that was an add-on or what. Because this is a constant speed, low speed governor with this on there. There's a speedometer cable hooks up to there. There's a bell crank in the cab, and you can adjust this thing up to, I think, 14 or 1500 RPMs or something. Somewhere in there, 1300, I don't know. It don't hardly matter. So yeah, just buttoning things up because the weather's kind of crappy and it's wet and ugly, and I wasn't going to do a whole heck of a lot, and I didn't. I just got the transmission put on, got that cartridge put in. Oh, and then the exhaust, first part of the exhaust here put on. Speaking of that, when we got that on, I got to figure out too, because I was trying to get the harmonic balancer off of this other engine, and that's a solid, and that's a rubber, and I remember there was something about that, and I don't know if we can run that one or not, or what, so I got to figure that out. I got a hell of a mess in here to clean up. My whole yard's a mess. I've been trying to get it cleaned up, but if I take anything to the one place I want to take it, the little mess addicts, they think they can pack it away and sell it for their next fix. So, ooh, that sticks way out there. So yeah, huh? Well, that bites. Oh, maybe I have to figure something else for there. So, yeah. But anyways, I didn't put the alternator on because I got to reach in there. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this air compressor. Don't know how well it worked, nothing. And I got to do some research and figure out, I got to get the oil line hooked up for the air compressor, but this has the feed for the turbo on the one side and the oil line was on the other side. if I run my oil line, my oil pressure line for the gauge with the air compressor, is that going to work, or is it going to be lower oil pressure on the gauge because it's feeding, dumping through the compressor? I have no